nights. I told y'all that I'll be back at you to bring these signs to you about the breakdown in the math of the word a beehive and a honeybee. Let's break these signs down because math is everything and everything is math. Let's get straight to it. When you look at the word a beehive, when you see a beehive, you naturally say, hey, there goes a beehive. But there's a deep hidden meaning within the word beehive and a beehive. Well, as you can see, first and foremost, A is 1. B is 2, right? Let's add up the full mathematical equation to BEE. B is the second letter in the alphabet. EEE is 5. So what you have is 5, 10, 11, 12, right? That's 12. But 1 plus 2 is 3. So even in a B, you have 1, 2, 3. And it's no mistake that you have it because everything is talking about past, present, and future. But even you understand the signs within itself. 12 is a complete cycle. It's a circle, right? It's like a circle in a clock. Because once you go to a complete circle, everything goes in a circle in a clock, right? Right in a clock. 5 and 5 is 10 plus 2, 12. The first letter and the second letter, A, B, start with also 12. So even within a circle, it opens the door with the mathematical formula, AB. Because it opens the portal, because remember everything's dealing with sigil magic. And words are spelled out. So the math that we have within itself is, let's add this up. B comes to the equation that we see is 12. And 12 plus 1 is what? Let me get this board in order for you to see. Alright, so now you can see that the word AB equal A is 1, B is 2, E is 5. The other E is 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 2 plus 1 equals 13. See, 13 is a new beginning. But the math is so powerful that how many letters is in AB? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 plus 3 is what? 4. Because you're talking about a formation. You're talking about the creation of that which is being created, something new inside of the bee. What is inside of the hive? Let's get straight to it. You see that you understand that when I tell you that the ancient ones, the master architect is math, and the math play itself out as above, so below. Because what are you called? You are called a human being, right? Let's put this here so you can see. That's probably going a little bit dull. A human being. And the only difference is that you have the ing. But you are nevertheless being. You are a being. And so are these bees. So it's synonymous that we are similar and the same in life, in areas. So let me get down to the breakdown, because you see that the word hive, the bee protects the hive. Inside of the hive is where the queen bee is. But understand that what is made up of the hive? The first two letters in hive. Hive is saying hi. Well, when you understand it's a twofold meaning, because you have hi, the GH is really silent. So high and high. Because the queen is that which is high up, as is her hive is high up. But as above, so below, as outer, so inner. So we go the alpha and the omega, the beginning and 9, making of the end. But understand that even in the math inside of the hive is powerful, because you can't make out hive except by he. And you see he, the queen bee, she is in his hive. He is an ancient name. Some say Hebrew. It's a Hebrew word. It's also the first two letters of the heart. He happened to be the first two letters of the heart. He happened to be one of the first two letters that say her. But the hive is made up of math, because it opened the door with H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. We've been saying hive all the time. We say beehive all the time, but we're not understanding the math and how powerful this math is, because H is the 8th letter in the alphabet, right? And E is the 5th letter in the alphabet. So in he we have 13. You see? And this is why it's so high. It's so high up, because inside of the queen hive, don't you know that the hive forms into a pyramid? That hive forms into a pyramid. Circled up, circled up, circled up. Instinctively, these bees know to form. And inside of the hive you have I and you have V. That's a Roman numeral, right? What is I and V in Roman numeral? It says 4. You see, even inside of the beehive, you have double math within it, because you understand 8 and 4 once more again is what? We started off over here explaining to you on how originally the word B is the 2nd letter in the alphabet, and the 2 E's make 5 and 5 is 10, so that is 12. It opened the door with A and B, alpha and beta. You see, alpha and beta. 1 and 2 circle in a circle, and then we have another circle within itself. So we have H and the I and the V, which form a Roman numeral 4, and A plus 4 is what? 12. They equal 12. So you have 3 circles. 1, 2, and then 3. Let me get this board in order so you can see more clearly. Alright fam, here we are. As you can see in the word B, we have, once more again, when you add it up, A and B is alpha and beta. 1 and 2 is 3 again. A is 1, B is 2, E and E is 5 and 5, which equal 13. But we also see the encoding of 1 and 2 gives you 3. So the power 1, 2, 3 always shows itself. But the power of a B in a Hive, because if I show once I showed you that you seen that you have 1 and 2 is a circle. Remember I showed you. And then you also see in the beginning of the word AB is a circle. Because 12 is a complete cycle in a clock. And you also see that again you have inside of Hive is 4. That's the Roman numeral for 4. So who is this for? As you see 4 on the inside of Hive, you have in a circle, you have he in a circle, which equal H is 8, E is 5. So you see he being the 13th one in a circle. But if you understand it, what is it that the bee is making inside of the hive? The bee is making what? The bee is making what? Honey. What do you see inside of honey is 1. See, the powerful math inside of all this here is deep, and I'll explain to you a little bit more about the word honey, but we're going to stay on this hive because the power of the hive is amazing. Because if you know that the Roman numeral, the Roman number for V is also is 5. V equal 5, right? So you have I, which is I is 9, and 5 plus 4. 5 plus 9 is 14. And 14 comes back to that 5 again, that star number. But what I like about the math inside of the word hive, hold on family, let me straighten this up for you. We're back at it. Just straighten that board out, because the point that y'all need to see that the alpha and the mega, the beginning and the end, it starts in N with the H. He forms. He forms. What's being formed inside of the honey? There are honeycombs that's being formed inside of the honey. And inside those honeycombs is inside of the honey. It's forming a formation inside. It's an octagon inside of the hive. There's octagons formed inside of a hive. What is the purpose of the queen bee? She's forming, she's creating, she's doing the inner work for the formation. For who do we know to be associated with this octagon that's inside of the hive? And why would it create? It creates something as mankind call the octagon formation is to be Satan. Yes, you can see that the full word a bee hive. In the word a beehive, you have 13 here. A, B, E, E equals 13. The E forms, when you say the full wording, a spelling. that is still math. E plus the H equal 13. And then the hive itself equal 13. So how many 13s do you see in a beehive? There's 3 13s in a beehive. That a bee don't start except by 1 and begin by 2. They give a power to the whole spelling of the word a bee. So what is the full spelling of that math when we see in 13 and 13? 13 and 13, we seeing 3, 6, 9. And in a higher vibration, the 9 is really 6. As above, so below. As outer, so inner. And there's circlers inside of the hive. That you call a honeycomb. And these bees, in order for a bee to grow and develop, the queen placed some of her royal gel inside of these bees. But it's only one particular queen. It's that queen that gets the full royal honey that grows up to be a honeybee like her mom. But again, the math of the honeybee is powerful because it empowers 13 and 4 in the middle. And you don't get a hive without he. The bee is one with he because she is one with the hive. But she is the hive. She makes the hive.
See, understand that a kingdom is a kingdom, but a kingdom ain't a kingdom without that queen. See, the queen is a powerful piece up on that board. Understand that the word queen happen to be a powerful word. See the Q happen to be 17. It's the 17